Alright, let's get this game booted correct. Shaders. Okay. Gonna pass a minute on the fucking shaders. I wish I would have started that earlier. Ugh. This bastard is gonna take me a hot minute. Okay. I guess, my audio will fuck up when I plug that shit in. Yeah. Well, fuck me. What's my good audio? There it is. Guess I'll just watch some YouTube.
Business over a meal. Kim wants to be Mark's agent and take care of the business side of his profession. He wishes Mark well, but is planning to go into the betting business to make more money.
What is
The story today. Hi, Mystery Recapped here. Today, I am going to explain a South Korean sports comedy film called Champion. Spoilers ahead. Watch out and take care. The story surrounds a former Korean arm wrestler named Mark. He currently works as a bouncer in a club in America. One evening at work, he is approached by his old associate Kim, who urges him to compete in an arm wrestling match. Mark is not interested, but Kim doesn't give up and eventually persuades him. They go to the other side of the club, where people are enjoying betting on matches. The guy Mark is competing against has won for the entire night, making Mark the underdog, even though the other guy is clearly going to be more tired. No one wants to bet on someone like him, which turns out to be an advantage for Kim. The match starts, and Mark proves why he used to be a professional arm wrestler. The opponent breaks a lot of sweat, but cannot move Mark's hand by an inch. Without even trying, Mark wins the game, which makes Kim a bucket full of money. Conflict arises when the guy who lost refuses to accept defeat. He hits Kim, which eventually causes a fight between Mark and a bunch of customers. Because of the fight, he is kicked out of the job. A week later, he gets another job as a security guard in a grocery store. He makes a decent living and is content with his life, except sometimes he misses home. Then, one day, he gets a call from Kim asking him to come to Korea. There is an arm wrestling tournament starting in Seoul, the winner of which will get to compete at the international level. Mark stares at his old medals for a long time before deciding to take the biggest risk in his life. Upon landing in Seoul, Kim comes to pick him up. They go to a restaurant and talk about business over a meal. Kim wants to be Mark's agent and take care of the business side of his profession. He wishes Mark well, but is planning to go into the betting business to make more money. For this, he will have to exploit Mark's skill. For the remainder of the day, the duo takes a tour of Seoul. At one of the destinations, some girls mistake Mark for a tourist attraction and take pictures with him. After living in America for many years, Mark's Korean tongue is shaky, which leads him to many awkward conversations. At night, they go to a club, but Mark stands in the corner the entire time, subconsciously working as a bouncer again. On their way to the hotel, Kim inquires if he has ever wanted to find out where his biological mother is. It turns out that Mark was given up for adoption as a child. He says that he has no interest in meeting anyone, since all of it is in the past. Kim then drops him at the place he is staying for the night, which happens to be a love hotel. Mark experiences a vibrating waterbed for the first time, but what really catches his attention is a gift box. It is from Kim and has a phone inside. On checking, he finds the address of his biological mother on it. Somewhere else, Kim approaches a millionaire loan shark named Yu and asks him to sponsor Mark. Initially, he is hung upside down for talking to Yu without permission, but upon looking at a video of Mark, the gangster agrees to sponsor him. His only condition is that Mark will have to win and lose, as ordered. The next morning, Mark follows the map on his phone and makes it to an address. Before knocking on the door, two kids approach him. His build makes them believe he is a beast, so to avoid scaring them, he walks away. The children tell their mother Sumi about the strange guy standing in front of their house. The family spies on Mark through the window and watches him walk away. Sumi owns a thrift store that is not doing well. She owes a lot of money to the gangster Yu, who troubles her every chance he gets. That day at work, she notices Mark and Yu walking into a club in the mall. Kim has brought Mark to introduce him to the sponsors and showcase his skills. There, we are also introduced to a wealthy, spoiled youngster named Cheng. He is Yu's partner and the one who spends the most money on bets. Mark proves his worth by defeating a bulky man from the Navy. Because of the win, he and Kim are given a luxury room in a 5-star hotel. Kim gets a text from Yu that says Mark should win the first match tomorrow, but lose the second one. He is afraid that Mark won't agree to the conditions. They go out for dinner, and Kim brings up the topic of losing the second match. To his surprise, Mark agrees to do it without a fuss. The following morning, we see Sumi getting her kids ready for school. The eldest, Ju Hyung, is worried that the big man will come to the house again. Sumi suspects that Mark is someone she knows. After the kids leave for school, she brings out old pictures and finds one with little Mark and his mother. Outside, the kids bump into him again. The youngest, Jun-hee, is excited, but Ju Hyung threatens to call the police if he sees Mark again. In the next scene, we are introduced to Korea's #1 arm wrestling champion named Combo. Yu invites him to the club that evening to evaluate Mark's skill. He doesn't want to bet money recklessly until a professional gives him the green light that Mark is actually trustworthy. In the evening, everyone gathers at the club. Mark goes against a 7-foot giant in the first match. He wins with great effort, impressing even Korea's very own champion. Sumi is also in the audience watching Mark. During the break, Yu tries touching her inappropriately, declaring that he owns her because of the money she owes him. Mark sees this take place and is not happy about it. When the second match starts, he deliberately wins to spite Yu. When Yu tries to assert his ownership, he is pushed aside. Kim loses his mind trying to please the boss and Mark at the same time. He realizes that Sumi is the reason Mark betrayed him. In a fit of rage, he goes to her to inquire about her relationship with Mark. At the same time, Yu arrives and starts assaulting Kim. Mark intervenes, causing a fight to start between all of Yu's people and him alone. During the fight, Sumi asks Yu to stop his men, only to be pushed to the ground. The commotion halts when the police arrest Mark and Kim. They need Mark's identification for him to be let free, but he has lost his bag and passport in the previous fight. The policeman and Mark go against each other in a match, and he proves that he is actually an arm wrestler. Still, the man refuses to let him go without proper identification. Right then, Sumi comes to the police station with her kids. She has found his passport and has a picture of him and his mother, which proves his identity. It is then revealed that Sumi is Mark's stepsister, and their mother died a year ago. Mark is heartbroken to hear the news and doesn't know how to process it. The family invites Mark and Kim to stay in their house for a few days. The kids love him because of his unique personality. Little Junhee likes to snuggle with Mark, while Junhyung starts talking to him more often. Outside the house, a bunch of teens are smoking, refusing to go even when Sumi asks them to. But when Mark comes into their view, they apologize and run away in an instant. The next day, Yu's people come to collect money from Sumi and threaten her. At the same time, Mark is about to leave with his belongings, not wanting to be a burden to the family. He sends the loan sharks away, but the thugs make him realize that he should stay with his family to protect them. For the next few days, they have a lot of fun together. They go to buffets, eat together, play collectively, and live like a happy family. Until now, it was difficult for Sumi to handle a business and 2 kids on her own. Her house is filled with unorganized clothes from her business. One day, she returns home to see that it has all been cleaned. Mark also takes care of the children so she can focus on work. Meanwhile, Kim is in trouble because of a shortage of money. Upon seeing Mark with the kids, he gets an idea and calls a friend in a broadcasting company. He wants to document Mark's life to gain people's sympathy alongside some money. Mark is skeptical but agrees to do it anyway. In the following scene, we see Mark and the family going on an outing. They come across Korea's wrestling champion, Combo, competing with challengers for a charity event. Mark challenges him and wins the game, surprising everyone. A few weeks later, the story about his harsh past, adoption, and struggles in wrestling is made into a documentary and televised. The show becomes an instant success and makes them a decent amount of money. The children start looking up to their uncle even more. One day, on their way to the school, they overhear a woman bad-mouthing Mark. In retaliation, Junhee declares that her uncle is a champion and makes him promise that he will win the national championship for her. In the following scene, we are introduced to Kim's father, who is old but works very hard to make a living. The only reason why Kim is adamant about making more money is that he wants to give his father the best life, one where he doesn't have to work anymore. On returning home that day, Junhyung calls Mark and shows him the emails that his mother used to write every day. Mark finds out that his mother's biggest regret in life was giving him up for adoption. Throughout her life, she wrote several emails to an address that wasn't his. In the emails, she described how hard life was when he was with her. She couldn't afford to feed him and wanted him to have a better life. Even on her deathbed, all she wished was to meet him and say sorry. Mark also finds out that Sumi is not his stepsister. His mother took her in when she was a kid, after her parents passed away. The news shocks Mark, making him furious at Sumi for never telling him the truth. In the following scene, the family drives to Mark's mother's grave. While on the trip, he calls Sumi out for her lies. Mark has decided to return to America, leaving them behind for good. Kim tries to stop him since he hasn't taken part in the tournament yet, and it is in a week. However, a frustrated Mark accuses him of using his friend for money and leaves. In the following montage, we see Korea's champion, Combo, practicing for the championship. The gangster, Yu, has also hired a beast named Kane. He used to be a ruthless arm wrestler, famous for breaking every single arm he played against. A few years ago, he was arrested for using pills to overperform in games. He also practices his best, ready to get back in the game. Then, the day of the tournament finally arrives. The kids are home alone when they notice that they forgot to return the medal to Mark. Using this excuse, they board a bus and make their way to the arena to watch him wrestle. A while later, Sumi gets a call from her friend at the arena and has to run to get her children. The competition starts, and Kane, Mark, and Combo are put in 3 different groups. They dominate the matches of their respective groups and make it to the semifinals. A ruthless Kane hurts many of his opponents and goes to the final. The millionaire investor Cheng and his people have bet all their money on Kane. Upon seeing how good Mark is performing, they are scared to lose all the money. Hence, Cheng orders Yu to do everything he can to ensure their player wins. Yu, in turn, offers Kim $200,000 for him to convince Mark to lose in the semifinals against Combo. Kim accepts the money and goes to tell his friend, but Mark refuses to seal the deal. The money will pay off all their debts and fulfill their life wishes, but still it is not worth the promise Mark made to Junhee. Hence, he wrestles Combo in an intense match and wins in the end. During the break between matches, Yu catches Kim and proceeds to beat him. However, the thugs are stopped by Mark. He pushes the gangster to the floor and saves his friend. Kim forgets about the money and asks him to win at any cost. The final match starts, and everyone holds their breath to watch it. Kane plays foul and deliberately makes their hands slip. He also pulls on Mark's thumb very hard, making him slower with every pause. The ball seems to fall in Kane's court, but just then, from the side of his eyes, Mark sees the children rooting for him. With renewed interest to prove his worth to them, Mark pushes Kane's hand at once and defeats him. In the last scene, Mark tells his mother that he loves her on television. He cannot help but cry at the thought of her suffering so much. The movie ends as everyone celebrates the win.
Okay.
Hi, Mr. Hi,
Fucked up.
Mystery
Okay.
Recapped here. Today, I'm going to explain a thriller movie called What You Wish For. Spoilers ahead. Watch out and take care. The movie begins with an American chef named Ryan Mosley, who has just arrived in Colombia. As he exits the airport, he receives a call from someone named Rabbit, urging him to call back ASAP. It turns out Ryan has a gambling problem which has left him in serious debt. He has no means of repaying it, so he fled the country and arrived here to meet his friend Jack, whom he hasn't seen in 12 years. Shortly after, Ryan is picked up by a butler and driven to his destination. On the way, the butler hands him a note from Jack, which states that he's currently out for work, but he provides the house code for entry and asks Ryan to be comfortable. After a while, they arrive at a luxurious villa in the middle of the forest, and Ryan is astounded by the setting. He explores the house, finds some food in the fridge, and makes a meal. After eating, he sits by the pool and admires the beautiful view. A few hours later, Jack returns home and the friends embrace joyfully. It turns out Jack is also a chef, and the two went to culinary school together when they were younger. Ryan then admits to drinking some expensive wine he found, but Jack clarifies that it doesn't belong to him. He explains that his agency has rented the entire villa for a week, so they can host a dinner party on the final day. Jack's work is to prepare all the meals, and he has full control over the villa until then. He also reveals that after completing the gig, he'll return to his home in London, but then he'll be assigned the next gig, which will take him to another city in another part of the world. Ryan feels envious upon hearing this, and wishes that he also had such a cool job. The next day, the two friends go exploring the town, which is rural and underdeveloped. They then stop by a cafe to eat, where they meet a beautiful woman named Alice. She reveals that she's solo traveling the world after managing to save some money. She then assumes that the two men are a couple, but they quickly clarify that they're reconnecting after 12 years. When Alice discovers that both are chefs, she wonders who's the better cook. Jack responds by inviting her to his home so she can find out for herself. In the evening, we see the two men preparing their own versions of risotto for her. Alice is then blindfolded and carefully tastes the dishes. Though she is impressed by both of their skills, she leans slightly towards Ryan's dish. This makes him overjoyed, and he jokingly brags to his friend about being the better chef. The trio then proceeds to the pool, where they drink and have a great time. During this, Alice and Jack begin flirting, and they eventually spend the night together. The next morning, Ryan receives another text from Rabbit, who threatens that he only has 3 days left to pay the money. This puts Ryan under a lot of pressure, as he realizes that his family's life might be in danger. Shortly after, he exits the room and learns that Alice has already left. Jack also departs for work, leaving Ryan all alone in this luxurious villa. As the hours pass, he becomes increasingly worried about his situation and starts snooping around the house. He eventually finds Jack's laptop, which has his bank details logged in. To Ryan's shock, he discovers that his friend has a whopping £1.7 million stashed in his UK-based account. When Jack arrives at home that night, he appears visibly upset. The two friends sit by the pool, and Jack admits that he's frustrated with the selfishness and greediness of rich people. He also reveals that a part of his job involves screwing over poor people. This has taken a toll on him, and he wishes to go home. Ryan doesn't understand what's going on, but he senses that Jack's life is not as perfect as it seems. The scene then cuts to the morning, where Ryan wakes up from a comfortable sleep. However, when he walks past the corridor, he is shocked to witness his friend's lifeless body hanging by the ceiling. Turns out Jack couldn't bear the pain any longer, so he committed the unthinkable. A distraught Ryan is left speechless by the sight and drops to the floor, but soon afterward he regains his composure, as the situation could be a blessing in disguise for him. He then comes up with a cunning plan to assume his dead friend's identity and steal all of his money. Ryan gets straight to work and calls Jack's bank to have the password changed. He claims that he recently got into an accident and doesn't remember anything. Ryan makes it clear that he's in no condition to answer the security questions either. Expectedly, the bank representative smells something fishy and refuses to change the password. She instead asks him to visit their branch in London with proper identification. At the same time, Rabbit sends him another text, threatening to kill his mother if he doesn't send $50,000 right away. In the evening, Ryan wraps Jack's body in plastic and dumps it into a nearby lake. The next day, he calls a friend in the US and asks for financial help, but his friend assumes it's for gambling and hangs up on him. Later that afternoon, Ryan heads to town for lunch. When he returns, he is surprised to find two unfamiliar people at the villa. They are actually from the agency Jack was working for. The head of operations is a beautiful but cunning woman named Imogen, while the handyman is Maurice. Ryan is taken aback to see them, but he soon realizes that they haven't met Jack in person, so he assumes his friend's identity and engages in conversation with them. Ryan inquires about the payment, claiming that he forgot the exact amount. When Imogen reveals that it is £300,000, he is left shell-shocked. He immediately asks for an advance, and Imogen transfers him £50,000 without hesitation. Ryan then sends the amount to Rabbit, thus ending his debt problem. Now that he's out of danger, he carefully tries to learn more about the dinner. He starts asking random questions which mostly make no sense. This irritates Imogen, as he should have been well versed about the details by now. Nonetheless, she reveals that the dinner is for 5 people and will consist of 4 courses. She then inquires if he has vetted the meat, but Ryan responds in the negative. He claims that due to his poor Spanish, he couldn't communicate with the locals. This expectedly enrages Imogen, as the dinner is tomorrow and the preparations haven't even started yet. However, Ryan promises that he will get everything ready in time. Later, Imogen takes him to the town to search for their so-called produce. They soon arrive in front of a church where she explains that today is crowded, so he must return tomorrow and find 2 bodies. Upon hearing this, it finally dawns on Ryan that the main ingredient is human flesh. He hesitates to commit the deed, but Imogen insists that he knew everything beforehand, and now he can't back out. She also warns that if he doesn't comply, it will be the end of his life. Later that night, Ryan packs his belongings and prepares to leave. However, he is soon stopped by Imogen, who explains that their clients pay $1.5 million per person for each dinner. She reveals that they kill an average of 75 people per year and earn more than $100 million, of which 10% is donated to the community. She justifies their actions by comparing the deaths to those in other industries, like oil drilling and farming, where people die regularly. After saying this, Imogen also warns him that no matter where he goes, they will find him. The following morning, Ryan and Maurice go to the church to pick out their victims. They choose a young woman and her grandmother and begin following them around town. After a while, the women vanish, so they step out of the car and start looking for them. A young man named Jose notices them and asks if they're looking for someone. Seeing his chubby body, Maurice decides to make him their victim. He pretends that his car broke down and asks for help in repairing it. He also offers a good compensation, and this entices the man. But as soon as Jose gets under the car, Maurice fatally shoots him in the head. The two then proceed to load the body, but a cop named Gallo suddenly arrives with the 2 women from before. He doesn't notice the corpse beneath the car and questions why they were following the women. Maurice quickly fabricates a story saying they're architects, planning to build a hotel in the area. He also makes it clear that they weren't following anyone and were simply checking out the location. He then hands out his business card to prove his identity as an architect. Officer Gallo seems to be satisfied by this, and he leaves with the women. Afterward, the two men load up the body and drive away. They soon arrive at the villa, and Maurice explains that since the cops are involved, they'll have to make do with this one. Imogen notices that the victim is quite bulky, so she doesn't mind. She then takes Ryan to the slaughterhouse and orders him to cut up Jose. She also informs them that there's a special request for tongue and asks him to prepare it as dessert. In the evening, all of the VIPs arrive at the villa, excited for their big dining experience. But just when everything's going well, Officer Gallo shows up with another detective named Ruiz. They are looking for Ruiz's nephew, Jose, who has been missing since the morning. Imogen greets them and pretends to be the manager of a real estate firm, while Ryan claims to be an architect. Ruiz then brings out a picture of his nephew and asks Ryan if he's seen him. This is because our hero was seen wandering around the village earlier today. However, Ryan claims that he has never seen the man before. He then resumes his cooking duties, saying he is busy at the moment. Afterward, Imogen secretly informs her guests that the police are here and they must pretend to be investors. The VIPs happily oblige, and it seems that they've already prepared for such a situation. They then confidently answer all of the questions thrown by the detectives. But just as Ruiz and Gallo are about to leave, a Japanese VIP invites them for dinner. The officers agree, but Imogen is freaked out by the situation. She speaks with the client privately and asks why he would make the cops stay. The VIP responds by saying that the threat of being caught makes the experience even more fun. Given the fact that he is a regular and a wealthy client, Imogen reluctantly agrees with him. Shortly after, Ryan begins serving food to the guests, and they absolutely love it. Officer Gallo soon gets tired and leaves for home, while Ruiz stays behind and chats with the guests. He is impressed by the taste of the meat, but can't figure out what it is. When he asks about it, Ryan nervously lies and claims that it's pork, which isn't even a lie. Jose is related to a cop. Later, the situation worsens when Alice arrives at the villa. She appears to be drunk and wants to see Jack, probably to have coitus with him again. Imogen urges her to go away, saying they are in the middle of something important, but Alice isn't going to budge. Left with no options, Imogen takes her to the kitchen, where Ryan is currently working. Alice is surprised to hear him being referred to as Jack, but doesn't say anything for the moment. After Imogen leaves, she asks what's going on, to which Ryan explains that he's just filling in for his friend. Alice smells something fishy, so she tries asking more questions, but he says he's busy and tells her to leave. Ryan's cold behavior upsets Alice, and she proceeds to walk out. On the way, she notices a pot filled with liquid and suspects that it might be human blood. This makes her really scared, and she promptly returns to her car. However, Alice is unable to start the vehicle, which leaves her frustrated. At this moment, Maurice shows up and prevents her from leaving. He asks her to stay for a while and promises to drop her off at the hotel. Alice is freaking out at this point, but she has no choice but to comply. Back in the kitchen, Ryan brings out Jose's tongue to prepare the dessert, but he soon realizes that it has been infected with herpes. Upon learning of this, Imogen starts to panic because one of the clients specifically requested a tongue. Ryan says he will prepare another dessert, but Imogen asserts that they need a tongue. At this point, the stupid Alice appears once again, saying she doesn't want to bother Maurice and will book a taxi herself. An annoyed Imogen asks if there's no one to pick her up, to which Alice responds that she's a tourist here. Realizing that the woman is alone, Imogen comes up with an evil idea. After a while, Ryan serves the tongue dessert to all the guests, but he can't handle the situation anymore, so he secretly leaves a note under Ruiz's plate asking him to meet him in the bathroom. The detective complies and heads to the bathroom, where Ryan explains the entire scenario to him. He reveals that these people are cannibals, and the dish that they were eating is actually Jose. Ruiz is so disgusted by the revelation that he begins to vomit, but he soon gathers his composure and returns to the VIPs. He thanks them for their lovely hospitality and departs from there, but instead of exiting the villa, he meets Ryan at the slaughterhouse. Ruiz then sees the remains of his nephew, which makes him almost puke again. He also spots a dead Alice lying on the ground with her tongue cut out. Realizing that these people are dangerous, Ruiz attempts to call for backup, but realizes that he has left his phone in the villa since he has already said his goodbyes. Ryan decides to retrieve it instead. He asks
The download's done. It's the shaders that are downloading. I'm at 76% now. I should be done soon. I've been
Asks
watching
the officer to
some
stay
random
here and
like
promises
recap
to
of
return
movies in the
soon. Back at the
meantime.
villa, all the guests are extremely satisfied with the food and begin to depart. When Ryan crosses paths with them, they shower him with praise. One of the guests even mentions that he's already
Bro, I've been
reserved a seat
watching
at
like
the next
recaps
dinner.
of like so
Unfortunately,
many like
Maurice
random
discovers that Ruiz has
Korean,
infiltrated the
Japanese,
slaughterhouse,
Chinese
so he
movie,
immediately attacks
and
him
like
with a
some Bollywood
chainsaw
movies.
and kills him. When Ryan finally returns with the phone, he's horrified to see the mutilated remains of Ruiz. But since Maurice is unaware of his betrayal, he decides to remain silent. The following morning, an exhausted Ryan wakes up and joins Maurice and Imogen for breakfast. They congratulate him on his excellent work, and Imogen says he'll be their chef for many more dinners. Ryan is then paid the remaining £250,000 and informed that his next job is in Africa after a month. Maurice even installs a GPS tracker on him to ensure he doesn't run away. When asked about his plans, Ryan says he'll return to London and rest. The movie ends with Ryan heading to the airport, realizing that he'll never be able to escape the evil agency. Subscribe for more videos like this, turn on notifications, and leave a like to help the channel out. Thank you for watching. Hi, Mystery Recapped here. Today, I am going to explain a Hong Kong Chinese culinary drama film called Cook Up a Storm.
Yeah, what's up? No, it was my Duolingo would have probably said something. I'll be right back 1 sec. I gotta go pee. Oh, okay. What's these shaders looking like? Hello? Oh, it's successful. Basically, yeah. Looks like it's ready to go.
Spoilers ahead.
It
Watch
says, please
out.
wait.
And
It's not
take
completely
care.
ready to go, but you know.
The movie centers around a famous local restaurant named The Seven in Spring Avenue, Hong Kong. Hi, Mystery Recapped here. Today, I'm going to
Hey, it's finished now. Okay. Sounds good. Titles. Yeah, we'll have some titles. Yeah. One. Yeah, please read the entire document. My ass, bro. Scroll down. Just take my soul. It's taking forever to load. So fuck. Okay. There we go. Now do I try to play this with a controller? I have it ready. I could. I'll try the controller. been a long time since I played with a controller, so. I'll start it at low, see how it is. Maybe try medium later. Weak motion blur. Camera shake. Maybe put that down a bit. Okay. It's been long since I hold a controller, holy shit. Okay. We're in it, Nick. My graphics might be shit, but the game's still gonna be good.
My master. Safe. The scriptures. Sound. All I ever wanted was a life in my mountain, free from you and your so-called merits. Those high above don't trust me. I understand that. And they send you and those knuckleheads to threaten me. To obey and serve once more. I understand that too. But what I don't understand is... you bastards killing my kind!
Stay back! Stupid dog! Mark this. He's not just any monkey. He's a monkey of merit. A monkey was made Buddha once. None other than me can challenge him to a duel. Look, monkey. I don't make a habit of fighting someone I've bested before. Here's my offer. If you lose, I'll take you to the Celestial Court. They will stay and level your mountain. But if I lose, I shall certainly take revenge, and they will level your mountain nonetheless. How tragic would that be, huh? You are one of the court. We don't need to resort to violence. How about you bend the knees, admit the wrongs, and we can put this behind us?
All these years, except for that pig, you're the one who talks the tallest tales. Good, I am entertained. Speaking of entertainment, wouldn't it be fun if I pluck your extra eye out for my snack and allow you to keep the other two? Because I'd hate to let you miss how I'll slaughter each mongrel of the court. Those below, those above, and that black mutt of yours. Come at me, all of you.
They gave you many chances, yet you spurned each one. Such ingratitude. The victorious fighting Buddha. Have you any idea how many would give their everything for immortality?
Immortality? For that word, all realms and beings have ruined themselves.
The Celestial Court welcomed you, foul monkey, yet you remain untamed. None shall save you now.
Dear brother, your edge needs honing. Good. I was in need of a back scratcher.
Bro, this skill is awesome.
Execution surely will!
It's kind of fucking epic. Even with the low graphics, it's kind of fucking like they still made it really good.
Foul monkey! Taste my axe!
Rat! You call that a duel? The glare up here is dazzling. Fight me in the woods if you have the guts.
Okay, those rocks weren't that nice. But that was pretty cool.
And so ends the last tale of Sun Wukong. A hero who treasured his freedom above all else. Buddhahood he attained, yes, but cumbersome he found the celestial rules, for he yearned to come back and to revel in the simple joys with us. Little did he know, his choice to forgo the life above only fueled their mistrust. This stone has stood for countless days on the mountain. Since my youth, they've said that his remains lie within it. Unbegotten, undying, such is the nature of a stone monkey. Though his body was broken, his spirit endures. Into 6 relics he turned, and separately they escaped, choosing to stay hidden. Those are the 6 senses of the great sage. Yet no one has ever seen them, not in centuries. I'm old now, venture through all the lands, I cannot. Yet among you, there might be one who is destined. One that shall recover all his scattered relics. And upon the return of the relics to Mount Tuaguo, he may yet rise again.
Damn. I'll say it again. Even with the low graphics, the scenes are just awesome.
On the go, bend the toe, life of human all for gold. Oh, nowhere better than a home. We cheat death and ever grow. Huh? Here, you see what bliss my fate shows.
Luck's around the corner. Seems like he just fell from a fruit tree
Yes,
here.
perfect timing. This Peach knew I needed a snack. You sneaky rascal! Dare fool me? I'll make sure you regret it!
No matter how many times you come around, you're still as mischievous as ever, eh?
Okay. Oh, the stat place, weapons. This looks cool. Okay, I'm gonna be right back, Nick. Okay. Yep.
Is that a monkey or am I just seeing things?
Oh.
Report to Lord Lingsley quickly. The monkeys.
Tiny piece of gold.
Oh, what you waiting for? Pluck your hair and make an offer. Hey, wait! I, the keeper of Black Wind Mountain, have long been waiting for your arrival.
Radish head, bro.
His spitting image, I'd say.
My man carrying a back scratcher, Nick.
Ahead is Guan Yin Temple.
This little man.
Once
What you gonna do with that back
bustling
scratcher?
with worshippers, before it was ruined by that fire.
Butt scratcher?
Then the temple was rebuilt. Oh, what good is it to rebuild a temple if the goodwill of men has been burned to ashes? You've forgotten this place, but they haven't forgotten you. Oh, it's a tough one. Good luck to you. We have company.
Mushroom. Alright. Oh, not the. Oh, there seems to be a big guy over there, so we're gonna go there. Oh. Oh shit. Oh, that's a cutscene.
It's been a while, but the immobilized spell still works like a charm.
I like that.
Since you hail from Mount Huaguo, it won't hurt to teach you a handy trick. Now, here we go. Give me your hand.
Immobilize. A simple hand gesture you can bind enemies. Let's go.
There you go. Should you come across any miscreants, just point your finger at them and release this spell. You'll be able to hold them in place while giving yourself a breather. Sadly, mine is but a humble trick. Its power will wear off within a few short moments. Though it's good enough against boneheads like this one. Anyway, just consider it an ace up your sleeve. No! The young ones these days know no manners! Teach them a lesson with your new spell!
New spark, is that's a level up? Is that it? How does the leveling up work? Self advance. Sorry. Hmm. Damn, okay, and these things have branches. This is gonna give me a OCD. I need to look at everything. Already done that. Bro, the way he jumps with his feet touching, so cool. Give me that. Selenium ginseng.
Smarter are my.
Yeah. D. Oh. Meditate. My guy finds a cushion. He's like, yep, this is the place. On the journey to be the Monkey King. Now what do I get from this? Oh, an extra spark. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, so this is toggle. And this is... Okay. I haven't played with a controller in too long, bro. Plucking my hairs. Bite yet? Oh. These are probably good to have. Get 2 of each. What's rest do for me? Okay. Guess it gets my gourd back up.
Hey, wait! You don't think you can just parade in, do you? It's not that simple. Let me transform you into a golden cicada, so you may follow the fires ahead and scout this mountain unnoticed.
I'm a bug now?
It might be humble, but my shrine is very versatile. You'll get it soon.
I'm a bug, Nick. I'm an insect. I get to fly around. What's my thing? E-transform. Okay.
Depths of Black Wind Mountain, there are secrets galore. The cicada form, they help you explore. But beware, this form does not last forever. Should you find yourself lost, just follow my voice. Now, off you go.
There's a nice chest right here. I don't want to fight him, bro.
Back when I was a bandit in these parts, there was plenty to hunt. And those wolves came. I don't care what I do.
Oh. Give me the chest. God damn it. Oh, what the fuck? God damn. Way around.
Who are you?
Oh. I had to try to die once, you know? Oh, I forgot to use my spells. I'm the idiot. You leaving me? Hey, man. Oh, man. What? That man not guarding the chest no more. Okay.
Just follow this grand mountain.
Leave me a lot of sparks at the what I expect.
So there'll be flex for our
This fat head thing. Why did ouch. Ouch. Okay. Okay. I guess I need to jump.
This is no go. My shield can't hold.
Oh my lord. Oh, bastard. Bro. Fuck me. Oh yeah, I get XP. Ah, what the fuck is the timing on this that I need to learn? Okay. You punch the ground, it explodes, punch the ground, it explodes, you punch the ground, it explodes. fine. That's fine. I'm learning the scheme. Oh my. Fuck. I took a big hit on that. That was better. That was better. What? Damn. Gotta go another way. If that's possible at all. I come back for that that big head.
How dare you interrupt my meditation?
Another monkey, I see. Why don't you lay down your weapon and join me in Buddha's mercy? What say you?
Another boy. Oh wow. Oh, yo, bro. God fucking damn it. At least I don't know what they're doing.
Why is it always the monkey? Back.
Use the potion for no reason. Okay, that's classic.
With me. Hold the line.
What the fuck?
Our king has...
dodged that properly. Okay, okay.
Still beyond. Quiet, fool. You.
Ah. Fuck.
Buddha's mercy still beyond.
Our king has...
Oh, fuck me. Yeah.
Master spoke of you, the destined one.
You just had to make some noise, did you? Now everyone knows you're here. When a chime so grand echoes in the forest, Yao Guais will surely be alarmed.
So that
Oh my lord.
Keep quiet. You don't want to set off that beast. In the backyard is Blackwind Gwai's ally, calls itself Lingshutsa. Considering your strength, I suggest you get away while you can, little monkey. Once you pass that gate, there's no turning back.
Oh shit.
Now that it's dead, you might as well take a good look around. A great pill the Black-Winged Guy gifted the wolf. Finding it would be a deserving reward for that fight.
How many cameo? Yeah, of course, Dean. There's no way. There's no way that the yeah. Something around that. It sounds pretty right. Yeah, did you know Luffy met Goku? It was a Show and Jump special. I don't think they were fighting, I think they were racing. That I can tell you. But he also said another key fact, yeah. I mean, to be fair, Noah, you know, I have my animes like that. I get the joke, but it's like you still have to be conscious about it. Yeah, it's called lollies. Bro, you can buy used underwear in Japan, okay, from women, and they have their pictures on the underwear. You know, it's a different culture. That's one way to look at it, Noah. I mean, I just told you, so yes. Yeah, that's something I need to see, and I won't buy, but I need to see when I'm in Japan. And maybe for Chris, you know? Yeah, I'd get that for Chris. Yeah. Here's a pair of underwear. They named it twice.
Have you seen those
A
nameless
human.
souls adrift on your path? Their wheels float aloft, never to fade. Shame, your god serves little purpose, and mine answers solely to me. I know a way to guide the souls, mend their paths, and set them free. It will aid you. Now, this is better. This god, though humble, may save the lost, banish their obsessions, and guide them.
Oh my lord. Are you a beautiful man? This guy.
This humble one's name is Guangmo. Should my demise come by your hands, please pass this message to my master. Searching for deity, mortals do aspire. Craving immortality, Yao Guais surely will conspire! Killed him. Excellent. Simple.
Boys, keep him entertained. Obsessed. Heck, you are just like him.
When you remember now, the evil monks abetted Elder Ginger to burn the great sage and tongue monk alive. That's these two. I thought they were already turned into ashes by that fire. Who would have thought they had turned into Yaoguais? I have an ominous feeling. After the bell rang, it seems as though the resentment in the depths of the mountain has grown. Ah, forget it. Overthinking won't help. Your presence has already made a mess in the mountain. Why not go ahead and take them out, once and for all?
Yep. Should have made money. Yeah, no, eat the food as long as it's kosher.
These snake guys are nothing to fear. Snake gall steeped in drink, though, makes a fine tonic to flush malady. Here, here, young friend. Be my guest inside.
Well, well. I'd stake you're one more monkey from Mount Huaguo. I've met many of you. By rank of birth, you all ought to call me forefather. But I'm just an old monkey, banished. Look, it You have a sharp sight, young friend. Drink, drink. It can lead to success or failure. Do drink wisely.
You better eat, Noah.
2 drops. Berries.
Yes, sir. Get out of here. Good luck. Yes, but not really. Like, I'm an absolute noob. And I'm playing Wukong right now, so with all due respect, you know. Yeah. Yes, or yesterday. I'm pretty high, yeah, it's pretty good.
Hailed bird, what dimmed your shine? Past's grip beyond our grasp, the future we may still clasp. Late is the hour, young one, in which you choose to stain my tranquil abode. Pray tell, to what end do you seek? You have forced my hand. Now you shall face what I truly am.
Courage alone will not guide you far, imposter. Is it any ghost?
Oh my lord, stop bullying me.
Gentle, yet it engulfs all. The power of water. Feels touch.
Oh my god.
They endless. Summon my deeds. Still denying fate means you have forced my hand. Now you shall face what I Courage alone will not guide you far, imposter.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's make that a shirt. Put on a t-shirt, bro. That'd be sick.
Summoned by deeds.
Oh my god, bro.
ripple awakens, not without a stir. Reflect. That. You have forced my hand.
No, it was way wider.
Courage alone will not guide you far, imposter. A ripple awakens, not without.
Oh my combo, fuck me. Holy shit. I almost had him.
If it engulfs all, the power of water can feel. Pain and bliss. Summon. ripple awakens, not without reflection. That. You have forced my hand.
What? Close, close.
Courage alone will not guide you far, imposter. Not without.
Okay, just kill me.
Unfit, as I deemed.
This engulfs all. The power of water. Can you feel You have forced my hand.
Oh my, fuck you. Fucking A.
Halt! No ill will, I bear. I'm merely my brother's eyes and ears. I feign my loyalty to guard this path on the bear's order. Your destiny's bleak and stark. In its grip, we share the mark. The Guanyin temple now lies in cinders, yet the elder soul endures. The root of greed ever fosters the stem of suffering. Better to forget the thing you truly seek. The three bells. Have you seen them all? Do you too desire that which they ceaselessly... Oh dear.
The bells. 3 bells were set in the mountains since the Black Wind Gwy's return, but no one is allowed to go near them. Maybe the bells have something to do with the temples burning. His words sound like truth to me, little monkey. Stay sharp and keep a lookout.
A sword? Double-edged sword?
Coming for our master. You must...
Never get past.
Do better.
"500 years. I have rebuilt the temple. Now it's grander in scope. All those monks consumed by the fire turned to wandering ghosts roaming in Black Wind Mountain. It was I who granted them eternal repose. I have even restored the charred scriptures, piece by piece. But oh yes, I always knew. One day you shall return. I was ascended to deity by Guan. Who are you to stand against me? Right! Still think you're rock solid? Do you not desire immortality? You have ruined everything!
No, I had him.
I think not. Why so eager to fight when you could walk? Right! I asked you to guard the bells for your master. You failed! How to veil your rituals. You have ruined everything! You still think you are better than us? Perhaps I can even grant you a title. Still think you're rock solid?
Get Fook.
You have some cheap tricks. Meet me at the summit if you dare!
The spell he just cast may appear intricate, but it's not hard to learn. But Black Bear's expertise is lacking. Serving Guan Yin didn't help him much. But what he left here could surely help us. Consider today your lucky day. Focus and disperse, illusions traverse. You still have a lot to learn, but give yourself the time you need.
Oh, oh my lord.
Master promised to reward whoever kills the monkey.
He once told me, out of sight, out of mind is a fool's task. Seeing but seeing through is what wise men do. But didn't he turn mad by what he saw too?
God damn.
Take it from me.
Damn. My game just fucking crashed mid game. I mean, to be fair, my PC is a potato, so. I guess it's a good time to go to bed.